Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are solving the LeetCode Daily challenge. Let me expand the problem for you. So here is our problem. So yeah, here is our problem. So today we are solving the LeetCode Daily challenge, and the problem of the day is problem 3652, best time to sell and buy stock using strategy. So basically here we are what strategy we are using. We are using the strategy, the concept of prefix sums, in which we are given two arrays, prices and strategy. The name of the arrays are prices and strategy, and the prices I is the price of a given stock on the ith day, and the strategy I represents a trading action on the ith day, where -1 indicates buying 1 unit, 0 indicates holding the stock, and 1 indicates selling 1 unit of the stock. So let me summarize it. What we are given is we are given two arrays of prices and strategy, and in the strategy part, that is a strategy of buying the stock, holding the stock, or selling the stock, and they have their own symbolical numbers. Basically, if we are buying the stock, the symbolical number is -1. If we are holding it, it is 0, and if we are selling it, it is 1. So basically, we are also given an integer along with that. So we are also given an even integer k, and may perform at most one modification to strategy. And what does a modification consist of? So basically what we are given, along with the two arrays, we are also given an even integer which is k, and we are only allowed to perform at most one modification to the strategy, which consists of, the modification consists of three things. We can do any one of them, which is, first one is selecting exactly k consecutive elements, and the other two are, we set the first or the last k by 2 elements to 0 or to 1, which is means to hold or to sell. And what we have to return, basically what we have to return, the maximum possible profit we can achieve. And what does profit define? Profit is defined as the sum of strategy into prices, basically across all days. Here in this example, sorry, here in this example we are given the array prices 4 to 8 and the strategy -1, 0 and 1. -1 means we are buying, 0 means we are holding the stock, 1 means we are selling the stock, and what we are given in k even integer also, which is k equals 2. And what do I have to do? We will first create a table of modification, strategy, profit calculation, and profit. So modification here is original, modify, or modify 1 2 or 0 1. And here profit calculation is using the formula strategy into prices, where this one, suppose here this is strategy -1 into 4 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 8. That is how we are adding, and the maximum profit we are getting in this one, this modification modify 0 1. So that is the answer, which is 10. Thus the maximum possible profit is 10, which is achieved by modifying the subarray 0 1. So basically we are modifying the subarray 0 1, which means at this index -1 comma 0. Here we are modifying 1 comma 2, that means this one we are modifying. So let's start with the solution. This is basically like a hard level or medium level question in this case, because of multiple elements given, but I will try to write the code and also walk you through the code. But obviously if you don't have any knowledge or introduction about the prefix sum concept, then I think it will be a hard walkthrough for you. So I will start, and let's go through it and code together at the same time. Let me expand the screen. Yeah, there it is. So here what we will do, the basic concept is we will be using the concept of prefix sum. So here we will be building two prefix arrays, si for the profit and ti for prices. That is what we are going to use, and the base answer will be long answer of s of n. I know you are not able to understand this stuff, so let me code it out and then made you walk through it. So let's start it. First we will defining an int integer which will define the length of the prices dot length. You guys also should code along with me, that will help you out. And even if you are not understanding the concept, you should start solving questions daily. I also started my streak in this manner only. I started by solving daily, and now I am at 137th day, and I will try to continue it as long as possible. Sorry for the cough. So new long n plus 1, and here we are putting a semicolon obviously. Then we are creating another sub array, or you can say array of new long t plus 1, and now we will be running a for loop which will go through the complete prices array and the strategy array to compute profits in this case by the given formula of multiplying profits and strategy. So we'll be using that, and it should be less than the or equal to the length of the prices array. And inside the curly braces we will be defining the operations of the for loop. So int a equals to prices I minus 1 and int b equals to strategy. So basically there are two arrays, so two variables that we will require that we are taking here. Strategy I minus 1 and also semicolon. Now we will be using the array we declared earlier here, s and t. So si equals to si minus 1 plus a into b, where we are adding the previous value of the array and also multiplying the a into b. So yeah, a into b, and now ti equals to ti minus 1 plus a. Now we will be defining the base answer, which is long data type answer equals to s of n. What is n? N is the length of the prices, and here we will be running a for loop for int I equals to k, which is the integer given already. Even integer given should be less than the length, and also I should be paired with an incremental operator. So here the answer equals to, we are using the math function math.max because we will be needing the maximum profit. If you guys are able to understand it, it's not that tough of a concept if you know it. So here we are using math.max answer, and then we are putting again a square bracket, sorry, curved brackets to take the value of I within them and subtract them from si minus k, and then we will be adding it to another square brackets of ti minus t I minus k slash 2, which is basically a division. Then we are putting a semicolon here, and here after this, after like getting out the for loop, we will be returning our defined long answer here. So I think the code is completed here. We are returning the answer. Let's run it, then I will give you a code walkthrough. Okay, so there is a compile error here. Long t equals to, let's see what is an error. Okay, here we have to use it, the price, not the t itself. Okay, we are able to run it properly. Now let me give you a code walkthrough. First we are declaring arrays here, S and T. We are using long data type to accommodate any kind of array, because in real world situations when this code is deployed to different test cases or different cases, there can be large number of prices and strategies required for very large number of stocks of different companies. So that's why we are using it in this manner. And also it has to satisfy few edge cases also, that's why. So this will help us to compute any range. And then we will be running a for loop inside it using the I, and we will be defining two variables a and b to compute the strategy of the numbers of prices array and strategy array, to multiply them and add them to the previous one and keep adding it till we achieve the maximum profit. And therefore we are defining the final answer here, and answer is also using the math.max function to return the maximum possible profit, for which we are using this equation. Hope you guys are able to understand it. Let me submit it. Yeah, we have submitted. We have completed the streak of the day. Let me minimize it. Yeah, here it is. I will provide the question link in the description, so you can directly visit this question and solve it. And here is my code. Let me give you a complete overview. So here is my code of the day. Yeah, you guys can take screenshot also. Yeah, here's a code. Take a screenshot, pause it, practice it, and if you're not able to solve, then go through this code again and go through my explanation. And if there are any gaps left also, then let me know about any conceptual error that I have made, or any concept that you are not able to understand. I will make a separate video on it referring to this specific solution. So that's how we are gonna move forward. So let's meet tomorrow. Sorry for the cough. Have a great day.